Welcome to the 10th in this series of presentations that have been developed as part of the Plymouth College of Art and Atlantic Youth Creative Hub's Creative Entrepreneurs Business Incubation Programme. The programme was designed to support young creative entrepreneurs by providing the fundamental skills required to develop an idea, plan and start a business, and ultimately take their products or services to market. Through a series of workshops, events, and mentoring, participants increase their business knowledge, gain the confidence to start a new business, and develop their professional practice. My name is Mark Cotton, and I've produced this series of presentations to capture and share the content of the AYCH workshops, creating a resource for future reference. Developing a business plan is crucial to developing a successful venture. This final session pulls together all the learning from the previous sessions and provides the tools for creating a comprehensive plan for your business. You may recall from a previous business model canvas session that the business model is the mechanism through which a company creates value. The business model is the what of your business, your project, or your idea, and is usually the first step in the business planning process. The business plan is a tool for you to use in planning your future activities and operations, and it's the story of the future that your organization wishes to create and describes and articulates the ways in which you will work towards your vision. Essentially, it's the how of your business, project, or idea. Starting and growing a business is like going on an inspiring but challenging journey. You wouldn't start such a journey without thinking about where you want to get to and how you're going to get there. Before embarking on your journey, you need to have an understanding of how much it will cost, how long it will take, and who you might travel with. You want to have a robust strategy for your enterprise and need to be able to demonstrate this to others. Developing a business plan is about understanding your idea and your market inside out. A good business plan helps to demonstrate who you are, what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how you will get it done. Planning is an ongoing process. It's about constantly anticipating, reviewing, adapting, and reacting to your environment. And all these factors make business planning more important for the survival of your enterprise. The process of developing the plan is incredibly useful and will assist you with clarifying what it is you want to do and why, developing a better understanding of your organization, ensuring you understand and are up to date with your market, and creating a strong commitment with your stakeholders. As we've already said, a business plan is effectively your map for achieving your vision. It provides the link between your strategy and your actions. An effective business plan provides an operational framework that makes sure decisions about your products, services, customers, and human and financial resources allow you to deliver against your vision and mission. If you're developing a business plan for the first time, there are a few important things you should consider. Firstly, make sure you have the right mindset to set up and run a business and you understand what it involves. You should assess and reassess your enterprise idea honestly and objectively to make sure it has business potential. You should also start thinking about the different types of legal structures that are available to you and what each option involves. Whether you're a startup or an existing organization, you should have carried out your market research and developed an understanding of what you are going to sell or provide to your market. You cannot write a business plan without defining your products and services and being positive about what your enterprise does. Remember though, the strategy surrounding the business plan is a work in progress. As you write the business plan, some things will change, others will be clarified. A business plan is an ongoing process that you review regularly and adapt to new opportunities, new threats, or other changes. A business plan helps you both internally and externally. Internally, for you to articulate what it is you want to achieve, allowing your thinking to be focused, and then the plan acts as a checklist or a guide against which to measure future activity. It's for your employees to get motivated and buy into the future strategy of the business. It's for internal stakeholders such as your investors or your trustees or your board members to create or reinforce confidence in the management of the proposed strategy. It's a resource to refer to or to use when making funding applications, and to identify risks and allow you to create strategies to prevent or minimize the risks, to help you plan, deliver, measure, and communicate the benefits, outcomes, and social or environmental impacts that you created or contributed to. Externally, the funding or finance requirement is probably the greatest driver for people preparing business plans. It's also a requirement by lenders, for example, and investors to understand the enterprise and the logic supporting the request for finance or investment. And though grant funders tend not to ask for full business plans, the funding application is basically a synopsis of the business plan to justify the grant requested. It's for potential partners and collaborators to better understand you and your enterprise and why they should be working with you. And it's for influencers and networkers that could potentially promote you to other supporters, partners, and funders. A business plan is a communication tool for you and your enterprise. It may have a broad readership of people internal and external to your organization, so you need to be clear and concise. Don't assume the reader of your plan knows anything about your enterprise before they've looked at your plan. And a business plan may be the only document or information an external reader, for example, a lender, an investor, or a customer, has ever seen about you. And their decision to support you or work with you may be based purely on that business plan. Try to keep the plan fewer than 20 pages and use bullet points and numbered lists to clarify specific points instead of long paragraphs. If possible, include diagrams, infographics, and photographs to illustrate and highlight the key areas. And get someone who knows a little bit about your enterprise and your market to critically read your plan and suggest any required changes. Keep to the point and ensure that what you are writing is relevant for the particular section. And do not confuse the reader. Keep it simple and avoid long sentences. Try to avoid technical words and unnecessary jargon. If you have to use a technical term, define it. And avoid acronyms. But if you have to use them, define the initials and their meaning. There are some pretty standard elements to a business plan, but if you follow your business model canvas and describe the value proposition, customer relationships, customer segments, channels, resources, activities, partnerships, revenue streams, and expenditure, you won't go far wrong. I've listed on this slide what I consider to be the key sections of a business plan, and I'll just now talk briefly about each one. Your executive summary may be the only part of a business plan that people read. They will only read further if what they read in the executive summary is compelling and interesting. Keep it short. Try not to extend it beyond a page, preferably shorter than that. It should briefly highlight the key sections of the business plan and needs to inspire the reader to continue with the rest of the document. For this reason, it should be written last, once you've completed every other section of the business plan and you're satisfied with them. Ensure that you introduce your business and include the key facts. Provide an outline of your main products or services. Describe your social and environmental impact and explain what the business plan is for. Are you seeking funding or investment, or is it for some other purpose? Set out the time frame of the business plan, typically between 3 to 5 years, and summarize your financial forecasts. The About Your Organization section immediately follows your executive summary and is where you should provide a brief introduction to your business, what you do, who you are. Key information you might provide includes key facts about your organization, such as the name of the enterprise, the legal structure, how long you've been trading, what's your address. In the What You Do section, you should give an overview of your enterprise and introduce your products and services for the first time. Is there anything important or particularly interesting that you should mention? Are you specialized within a particular sector? Is your sector particularly competitive or innovative? Is it undergoing any significant changes? Introduce your main products and services. What are your products? What do they do? Do they have a name or a trademark? Is it new? Is it already available on the market, or is it still in development? You can talk about the personal and organizational history. Your team, your achievements so far. Give people a sense of direction about you and your business. Use this as an opportunity to showcase the background, skills, strengths, and experiences of your team. Engage your audience by communicating your passion. Put the company in context by introducing the reasons why you started it. Present your progress by showcasing your track record and accomplishments so far. This will demonstrate your credibility and potential for success. Now that you've outlined where you want to be and how you will get there, it's important to show how your business plan fits in with the whole strategy. You should use this section as an opportunity to summarize what you're trying to demonstrate in your business plan. Your vision, mission, values, outcomes, aims, objectives, and the purpose of your plan. The market and competition section focuses on the findings from your market research and how this can support your marketing strategy. Marketing is what you do to get people interested in your products and services. It's critical to the success of your social enterprise, and a good marketing section in your business plan will show that you have developed an in-depth understanding of your market, and it will also support the idea that there is a viable market for your products and services and support your marketing and communication strategy. Use this section to present your market research and competition analysis. In the value proposition section, this is where the work you have done with your value proposition canvas comes to the fore. Here you can describe your offer. What are your products and services and how are they providing benefit, meeting customer needs and satisfying wants? In this section, you should be describing the problem that you're trying to fix and the solution that forms the basis of your offer. The products and services that make up your offer, the benefits of your products and services, the uniqueness of your offer, and the prices. The marketing strategy will help set out where you are in the market, where you want to be, and how you will get there. It builds on the value proposition section by clarifying how you will communicate to potential customers and generate sales. You should be highlighting your marketing channels and introducing your marketing and communications plan. Identifying the key messages you want to promote, explaining how you'll reach your target market, and articulating that you understand what benefits matter to which customers. Your marketing and communication strategy needs to show that you can define what you sell and explain how your products and services meet your customers' needs and why they will buy from you. It will help set out where you are in the market and where you want to be and how you're going to get there. A strong management team means that you have the required skills and experience to deliver the strategy and objectives that you've outlined in the plan. For many startups, the management team may be non-existent. The team may just be you, but it's important that you tell people who you are. No one expects you to have your team in place right at the start. What is expected from you is that you have considered what is required to get you started, that you know how to cope with changes and or growth, and that you are aware of what is required to deliver your strategy. And the governance is about having the right structure in place. And you can then go on to describe the team who will deliver the business. The operations section focuses on the practical aspects of delivering your products and services. Stakeholders need reassurance that you understand what is required to deliver your service or product and to meet your strategic aims. Your operations section includes activities and resources that are required to develop, produce, and deliver your product. Also, how you will manage resources and activities in order to deliver on time and on budget. This section of the business plan demonstrates that you have investigated and identified appropriate suppliers, that you can provide financial, ethical, and operational reasons for your selection. You can manage your suppliers or supplier line so that your operations run smoothly. You're able to access and pay for what you need to keep your enterprise going. Who are or who will be your main collaborators and partners? What do you want to achieve through these collaborations, and how you will work together and ensure you are collaborating successfully? Every organizational business needs to have systems, processes, and policies in place to ensure the smooth running of the operation. You might need to have policies in place such as equality and diversity policy, or a data protection policy, volunteering policy, health and safety policy. The list goes on. Training allows you to demonstrate that you're able to cope with your existing team and meet new challenges as you grow and develop your enterprise. And there are a wide range of legislation and regulations that may impact on the operations of your business and on your ability to deliver your services or products legally. There might also be industry-specific guidelines or certifications and quality standards that you have to meet. You should show that you have carefully researched your legal requirements and quality standards by outlining them in your plan. Your impact should be at the heart of what you do. This is why a section on measuring what matters is an important section of any social enterprise business plan. It's an opportunity to monitor, evaluate, and capture the full value of the impact of your social enterprise activities. A good social enterprise business plan will include a theory of change, which sets out your desired impact, an impact measurement framework to capture the evidence of achieving the impact, and a monitoring and evaluation plan. Social enterprises that communicate what their impact is and give people the full story of what they are changing in the world are often the ones that people remember the most. So keep your readers informed about your impact. Risk management is about reflecting back on all the aspects of your enterprise which involve risk and showing that you have identified the main risks involved and that you can manage risk. Risks are threats, events, issues, or anything else that, if materialized, could affect your business negatively. And risks can cost you money or cause your objectives or projects to fail, to be less successful, to be delayed, or more difficult to achieve. The final section of the business plan is about translating every aspect of your strategy into financial terms and looking at whether and how your business can be viable financially. Most successful entrepreneurs appreciate the importance of robust financial management. They know that they are very unlikely to raise finance or even grow a financially sustainable business without being able to understand or demonstrate essential things such as how much money or funding is needed to start the enterprise, how much does it cost to run the business over time, how much cash is needed to cover the cost each month, and how you cost and price your products and services, how much income will the business generate, and how it will be profitable and sustainable in the longer term. Thanks for taking the time to watch this presentation from the AYCH Creative Entrepreneurs Business Incubation Program. Goodbye.